It's Vlogtober day 5. Hey world travelers, so it is future editing me, and I just wanted to say that this video was pre-recorded last month, so I didn't have a Vlogtober intro. So for the intro and the outro, I'll be wearing this. But I did also want to state that some of these tips are my own personal tips. I'm not telling you all to use them, but if you do decide to use them, it doesn't matter your pronoun. Some of these tips are helpful to keep along or even pass along, you know, throughout our journeys in life. What I've learned is that careful can never come back crazy. No matter how careful you are, some people are just crazy, but just do the best that you can do. And if you have any of your own tips, just ensure that you're always safe, or try your best to be safe wherever you go in life. So that's all I wanted to say. I do hope that you enjoyed this video, and let's get right into it. Hey world travelers, welcome back to my channel. If you're subscribed, and if you are new, welcome to World of Wiss. I'm Wiss, and hopefully you do stick around and subscribe to become part of my world. So today I'm bringing my safety protocols while traveling, whether it be for leisure or for work. Recently I posted my hotel room routine, and I got a couple questions and my DMs about certain things that I do and why do I do them. So I figured, why not make a detailed safety measurement protocol type of video. So without further ado, we're not going to ramble too much, and let's hop right into this video. When utilizing ride shares such as Uber, Lyft, double check that the make, model, car color, and license plate all match up to what you're given on the app. Before I step into the car, when I open the door, I always ensure that I roll the window down and then get in the car and see if I can open the car door from the inside. Some people utilize their personal car for work. Sometimes they forget to put the child-proof lock off when they are being a driver for Lyft or Uber. So I just always double checked as a security and safety measurement that the child-proof is off. Something else that I also do is, because sometimes I take Uber or Lyft to the airport, to and from the airport, I never discuss how many days I'm gone for. If I live alone or if I live with someone, they don't need to know any information. I also do not like to get picked up directly in front of my building, and I never tell them my exact apartment number. You don't need to share any sensitive security information with your drivers. Sometimes they're trying to have small talk, but you never know people's intentions, so just be mindful of what you say, because people don't need to be all up in your business, okay? Also, just ensure that you are alert, because too many left turns, it's a red flag for me when you're supposed to be going right. I don't like that. Don't do that. Don't do that to me. Don't do that to me, because I be speaking up for myself. Like, if that's one thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna speak up for myself, because I just can't help it, and I'm all about safety. Another safety tip that you can incorporate is sharing your ride details with whoever you are meeting up with, or a loved one or a friend. The moment that I get in the car, I automatically copy the link that the app gives me, and I share it to whoever I need to share it to, and let them know, hey, I should be to you around this time. If I'm not here, just double check and track to make sure that I'm still on my way. Also, something that I do when I get a car is I'll be on the phone with Keith, and I'll be like, hey, I just got in my Uber, I just got in my ride, I'm going to share my ride details with you, and I'll see you soon. So like, it lets them know that someone is waiting for you, and don't play no fishy or sneaky games with me. Like, I'm not the one. The next order of business when it comes to safety is sharing locations. If you watch my channel and you watch my work vlogs, then you'll probably hear that I've said that I share my locations with Keith. It's because I'm always in a different city whenever I'm on the road, and I just want someone to have my whereabouts and my locations when I'm not home. I also share my locations with a few of my friends, because why not? The more the merrier. This goes for anyone traveling with a crew or groups of people. Communicate with your crew if you are not going to the hotel or not going to the airport with them. Sometimes you go to locations where you have friends, families, whoever it may be. just be like, hey guys, I'm not going to the hotel with you guys. I'll meet you downstairs in the lobby tomorrow morning to head back here to the airport. I'll be spending some time with some friends. Or let them know, hey guys, I'm not riding to the hotel with you all, but I will meet you here at the airport tomorrow. I'm accounted for, don't worry about me. Or just let them know, hey guys, I'm riding to the airport or I'm riding to the hotel with you, but I will not be riding back to the airport with you tomorrow, so I'll see you when I see you. Just always communicate if you are not going to be spending the night at the hotel, just to ensure that you are accounted for and that no one is worried about you. Also, if you may have left the original van time a little bit earlier to go get food or go get coffee, whatever it may be, just leave a note at the front desk to pass along to your crew, or slide a note under your crewmates' doors, or if you have their numbers or their room numbers, call them and be like, hey guys, I'm going to go to the airport early, don't worry about me, I'm accounted for. Just always communicate. The next tip, these two don't really go hand in hand, but I'm going to combine them to make them go hand in hand. If you are arriving to a destination like New York, there's a lot of drivers that like to bargain deals with you. Don't fall for the hype, because one, you may be overcharged like by a lot, and two, you're not able to track it, and you're gonna go off of them knowing, you know, their location, unless it's like a taxi or something. But just ensure that you request it yourself. Also with that, do not get into any unmarked vehicles. Like I said, safety is number one. If you're supposed to be going to a hotel that has a van and the van that picks you up is unmarked, it's okay to call the hotel and be like, hey, there's a gentleman here by the name of Sam saying that he works for you all. He's not in uniform, but I just want to ensure that I am safe to step inside of this unmarked Ford trucker van or something like that. And then the hotel will tell you, hey, we don't have an employee named by Sam, or no, our van is marked, it's not going to be an unmarked vehicle. Sometimes you'll get that gut feeling like this doesn't feel right, and sometimes you're just overthinking. But if you get that gut feeling, it doesn't hurt to double check, dot your I's and cross your T's. This next tip is something that happens so much to me, so much to other people, and I wish that people would get used to saying no. It's okay to say no. Stop having people watch your bags for you, especially in the airport. It's a big no. Unless someone is in your traveling party, you are not required to have to watch people's bags. That is a big no-no. One, it could be a whole setup. Two, they may say that they may be right back and then they forget, and then now you're watching their bags and you end up missing your flight, or you just kind of lose track of time because you're focused on this bag. Three, you're stuck at this location because one, you're watching your bags and you're watching their bags. Like, why put that added on stress onto yourself? Four, if you happen to forget that you're watching that bag, now that bag has become a suspicious item and that person's bag is like being shredded to pieces, because I've seen it happen before. Like, stop telling people to watch your bags for you and you'll be right back. Stop telling flight crews to watch your bags for you, you'll be right back. Stop letting people watch your bags for you. Like, no, like, stop doing that. I would never allow someone that I do not know to watch my bags. Like, I'll watch my bags for my flight crew because we're one of the same and we work together, and you know, we do that with one another. And you know, if I'm traveling with my family or my friends, I'll watch their bags. But if I don't know you and you're a complete stranger, please do not ask me to watch your bags for you, because I'm gonna tell you no each and every time. Just because I'm in uniform doesn't mean that I'm required to say yes. The next thing is to not leave your drinks unattended. Along with people like leaving their bags for someone else to watch, I've seen that they will leave their drinks, they'll leave their food, or even on a plane, people will leave their drinks unattended and go to the bathroom or stretch and walk around on the plane. Just as much as you don't leave your drink unattended at a bar, at a club, at a restaurant, you don't leave your drinks unattended on the airplane or in the airport either. Like, that is just such a big no. Like, if I see someone getting up and they leave their drinks down, I will basically tell them, hey, I'll make you a new one and I'll discard of this, especially if they're sitting next to someone that is not in their party, because we live in weird and crazy times. Next tip that I would suggest, if you see something happening, please say something, especially in an airport, on a plane, wherever it may be. Like, if you see someone experiencing something or something is happening to you, let your flight crew know so that they can speak up for you. Like, I'm such a big advocate on speaking up for people. Like, I can't allow people to be treated a certain way or spoke to a certain way. Like, it just does not sit well with me. In the airport, on the airplane, wherever it may be, if you are sightseeing, if you are out with friends, wherever it may be, speak up for yourself and speak up for others, okay? That is such a big safety tip that we all can use and spread more lights on. Another safety tip that I've seen going viral on social media was, I didn't make this up, but I've seen this post and I've seen it being reposted several times, is if you are distressed, stranded, or lost somewhere, change your voicemail. I thought that was such a useful tip to utilize if your phone may be going dead, to change your voicemail. And that is just very helpful. Put the date, put, you know, your last known location, what time it is, what you are wearing, leave details behind, so if someone were to call you, that voicemail can be a saving grace to you. Like, it's crazy to think that, you know, your voicemail will help you in a situation like that, but it's useful to have in the back of your mind. My next tip is, if you have an iPhone, sometimes when we're in distress, it's kind of hard to like unlock our phones. I know iPhone has this feature that if you press the, I'm gonna do it, but I have to cancel it slowly, so I'm gonna explain it first. If you press your lock button 5 times, it will set off an alarm, and then it will call emergency services within 3 seconds. So I'm gonna show it to you and then hurry up and cancel it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And it just does that. So I'm gonna stop the calling. So, oops, stop calling. Okay. Okay, the call is canceled. But if you press that feature, the lock button 5 times on the iPhone, because you're just in such distress to unlock your phone and call 911, it will set off that loud alarm, and then it will just automatically dispatch you to emergency services. So that is also a great tip to have with iPhones. Androids probably have something similar, but because I'm not an Android user, I don't know what that function or feature is. Also, another safety protocol that you want to always ensure is that no matter if you're going to be going back in your room for 1 minute, 2 minutes, 5 minutes, always ensure that you close your door completely and you lock the doors, the deadbolts, the chains. Ensure that the conjoined doors are locked, the sliding doors are locked. Ensure that the second lock to all the doors are always on as well. Don't simply rely on, hey, no one's gonna come into my room, blah, blah, blah. I have been reassigned to rooms that have been booked already. I have walked in on people who forgot to lock the doors. I have walked into rooms that had people's personal belongings still in them. So you just never know. Like, sometimes hotels make mistakes. Sometimes they assign the same hotel room even though it is already booked and living in. So just always ensure that you always double lock and triple lock all the doors that are in your room. Another safety tip that I always do is, if I'm riding the elevator with anyone else, I always ask them what floor they are going to first. I click their floor number, and then I click my floor number. It's weird, it's sketchy, you can call me an overthinker, but that's just something that I do. It's like a force of habit now. What floor, sir? Or what floor, ma'am? What floor are you going to? And then my last tip, this is something that was asked to me a few times in my DMs and on my hotel room routine video. So in that video, I posted about something that I do, which is I leave a note, especially when I go out wandering alone. The purpose and the reason for the note is for a peace of mind for me, but it's also if something were to happen to me and I was not able to return and report to the lobby for my shuttle the next day, and someone were to come in my room, they would see that something is terribly wrong with me, and to start searching for me. I would leave the date, like a broad little like location of like places that I may be going to. If I do not return back, and if you are reading this, this is so unlike me, please come out and find me. Something terrible has happened. Every day there's something always happening in the news, and it's so sad and it's just so unfortunate, and I just would want someone to not, you know, make excuses for me or assume that, hey, she probably went to the airport early, or she probably forgot or lost track of time. If there was like no signs of me in that room and that I didn't even lay in the bed, please come and find me. I'm not someone to just want to get up, run away, and leave my life behind. Like, please come and find me. So that's the purpose of the note. Before I ever go out, I do research on my phone just to see if places that I would like to go and visit. It has my emergency contact with the note. The thing with the note is, because it's also in my routine, you have to remember to pick the note back up. Once you return back to your hotel, you have to remember to pick it up, because if you don't, then someone might think that something is wrong with you when you're back, you know. But because this is in my routine, this is something that I do. So I hate that I have to do it, but this is just the times that we live in, and I don't always like to go out with someone. Sometimes I like to take time for myself. I like to treat myself out to eat. I like to go visit and wandering out on my layovers. I don't necessarily feel the need to always want to have to be around people. And I enjoy my own company. So days where I go out alone, I would like the sense, you know, of knowing that if something were to happen to me, that note would be like a saving grace to someone to come and find me. Like, this is not like whistling to just leave and not say anything. I did want to thank you guys for watching this tips, safety, measurement, protocol video. Let me know if you found some of these tips to be useful. Drop a pen emoji to let me know that you watched the video till the end. Double check that you are subscribed. And I'll see you guys tomorrow for Vlogtober day 6. Bye, roll, bye.